Studying for 12 hours or 14 hours a day is very unhealthy. Yet we force ourselves to study almost all day in the days before our exams in order to finish our syllabus. The trick is to make the study time shorter but more effective. What works the best is studying with full concentration in small pockets and taking small breaks in between. Your focus shouldn't be on how long you studied, but on how much you studied. With board exams around the corner, don't let your exams turn into a race to see how fast you can cram a year's worth of syllabus. Here are a few tips to make your long study sessions the most effective and help you concentrate the best. Number 1. Study smaller portions at one go. Study smaller quantities of syllabus every day instead of taking on huge portions. If you hurry with all the chapters you haven't covered yet, you will be able to memorize very little for the exam day. Number 2. Don't study more than 2 hours at a stretch. The optimum period of continuous study is actually just 2 hours. So each period of 2 hours can again be broken down into slots of 25 minutes of solid studying followed by 5 minutes of break. If you need to study continuously for longer periods of time, then take longer breaks of around 20 minutes after every 2 hours. Number 3. Keep your mind stress-free and give it regular breaks. The more we stress during exams, the more our brain produces the stress hormone called cortisol. This cortisol kills the cells in the hippocampus, the region of the brain which helps us make decisions like which chapter to study first and solve problems like the last 5 years question papers, and most importantly, memorize things in long term. So you definitely need to keep your brain free from any kind of stress if you want to finish your syllabus on time. When you're on a break from studies, you should keep your mind free from any exam-related thoughts or stress. If you use your break time to discuss the syllabus with friends or plan your next round of studying, then your mind is not on a break. If your mind doesn't take a break, the next round of studying is not going to be as effective. Number 4. Focus more on core material. Study material in a syllabus can be divided into core material and elaborative material. While core material consists of important principles, theorems, formulae, important diagrams and graphs, the elaborative material consists of examples, quotes, illustrations, etc. As much as 80% of the questions asked in an exam are likely to come from the core material. So, if you are struggling with unfinished syllabus, concentrate on the core material of the different subjects. Moreover, study the question patterns of the last few years to make sure you are not spending too long on topics that are unlikely to be asked in the exam. Number 5. Shift between subject categories. Before you schedule your study list for the day, you need to take into account that the subjects we learn can be divided into 3 categories. Number 1. Memory dependent subjects like biology, history and geography, which contain a lot of material that needs to be marked up. Number 2. Problem solving subjects such as maths and physics. Number 3. Interpretation based subjects such as English literature and other language papers. For most effective studying, you should alternate between each category of subjects for long study hours. Number 6. Use proven note-taking strategies. Proper note-taking is very important for effectively completing the syllabus at the last minute. There are 2 scientifically proven methods of note-taking which work the best. The first is the SQ5R method and the Cornell notes. SQ5R is short for survey, questions and the 5 R's: read, record, recite, review and reflect. So you survey through the textbook and mark the important areas. Don't take more than 5 to 10 minutes. In your textbook, turn the headings and subheadings into questions that could be asked in the exam. Jot down possible questions at the side of the important portions of the text. Next, read through the text again and record important points in your own words separately. Put them in bullets or in boxes for better visual representation. Next, recite the points that you noted to yourself. Review what you studied by asking yourself the questions you noted and see if you can answer them properly. Repeat the above steps and reflect on the topic you learned till it is completely memorized. The next is Cornell Notes. Cornell Notes is an effective 3-column configuration of taking notes, which makes memorizing and recalling information much easier. When revising, you can easily cover the right column and try to answer the questions to the left. Number 7. Learn and write. Reading the chapters and highlighting important portions help a lot. But when you write down the important points that you have read in a piece of rough paper or your own notebook, it helps you retain information much more. Read the important points and write them down after. This makes sure that you don't just see the points, but you also hear them and write them too. Number 8. Use visual cues for easy memorization. Stick a couple of chart papers on your wall or cupboards and write down dates, formulae, mnemonics and tidbits of important information that are very difficult to learn. Keeping them in front of your eyes all the time will help you learn them more easily than trying to mug them up. Create flashcards for the difficult bits and carry them around. You can go through them while commuting or standing in a queue somewhere. Number 9. Revise within 24 hours. If you are studying untouched chapters or uncovered syllabus at the last moment before the exam, you need to know that the 3 R's are very important. Any new information you learn needs to be recapped, reviewed and reinforced within 24 hours. If you fail to do so, 80% of the information you learned is just gone. Science says so. Number 10. Sleep well to boost memory. Most students stay up late till night to finish revising before the exams. You need to remember that it is proper sleep that turns your short-term memory, that is what you are studying during your study hours, to long-term memory, that is what you can recall while sitting in the exam hall. So, sleep 7 to 8 hours every night to make sure that all of your day's learning is actually retained by your brain. These 10 tips to effectively study for longer periods and finish your syllabus in the last few days of the exams will help you crack them the best. So, one quick test that can tell you how much you have learned is trying to explain the concepts of a topic to someone who doesn't know it yet. It could be a sibling, parent, grandparent or a friend. The moment you face trouble trying to explain a certain topic in layman's terms, you will understand that you need another revision. So keep aside your stress and get down to work. All the best!